Hey, we are here again in the Forli campus on the Blue Couch, and this time I have the privilege to have Professor Gois from the University of Coimbra as my guest, and he specialized in migration. So my first question would be a very general one. What is the major issue on immigration at the moment, from the point of view of the European Union?
Well, maybe the issue is there is no issue on immigration because migration was nationalized in Europe in recent years. So every country has a policy regarding migration, and there is not a common idea of a policy in the European Union. And of course, this is a problem for the governance of migration at the European level.
And in terms of migration, of course, it's a very wide concept, and people tend to mix like humanitarian immigration and refugees and all these flows together. People are really interested now, ever since the migration crisis of 2015, or the refugee crisis, however you want to call it, is also the failure of the Dublin-regulation. What are your points on that?
In 2001, there was a new directive to react to these huge flows of people in one moment in time. So it was not directed to refugees, but to people who would need humanitarian protection. But this directive was not put in action, and we start to deal with the refugee crisis as a migratory movement in the South European countries. Maybe 1 year before, it came out as a European crisis. It became an European crisis only when people moved from south to north of Europe. And in that moment, it was too late to apply for the directive of 2001. Dublin is still an important regulation for individual access to refugee status, but it's not possible to follow Dublin when you have huge movements of people arriving in one port of entry.
Being a future legislator, is of course important to honor the international agreements in terms of providing shelter and protection to refugees, which is one part of the whole question. But do you have confidence the European Union can handle the situation as such, also because whatever the facts are, how it is being handled, whatever the directives are, a lot of politicians are very able to fuel angry rhetoric, misinformation to make people even more concerned, to make people even more aware of the problems and sort of creating a problem out of it as such.
The European Union is and will be a destination region for migration for the next couple of decades. So we cannot avoid migration. We need to have a policy to govern the flows, but most of it we need to have a policy for regular flows of migration. And we need to build European policies for integration of migrants. So individual refugees are not a problem. We need to have a common European solution because it's impossible for countries like Greece or Italy or Malta to solve those problems alone.
What is your view on the deal done with Turkey at the moment?
Well, Turkey is part of Europe, but not of the European Union. The deal was terrible for the European Union, was very good for some countries in Europe, and was very good for Turkey. But we cannot deal with a president like Mr. Erdogan that is not a democratic president.
I agree, the Turkey pact is very contradictory to the European core values, so I agree with this. Okay, to conclude, in the end, I understood you've also visited my hometown, Jyväskylä in Finland.
Yeah, it was a very beautiful place, and I've learned a lot in the university, and it was cold, as you can imagine, but it's Finland. It's an example for us in different issues, and surely in education. And that's what I wanted to underline, that the integration of refugees and immigrants in the higher education in Finland is really important, and in a way, it's still a lot of work to be done in this subject.
Thank you very much for your interview.